Durham, North Carolina, with his wife Lana and cat Busey, who is in and out of rehab. His short films Foodie and Liana on Command have won several awards at film festivals across the U.S., and his fiction appears in the Avalon Literary Review, Pulp Modern, Thuglit, Zimbo, to name a few. In 2015, he's been nominated for 2 Pushcart Prizes and is a finalist for the Derringer Award and is taking all the prizes from the rest of us, so fuck off. His new novel, Dirtbags, will be published in April, was published in April 2014, and Hashtag will be published by 280 Steps in May 2015. Eryk Pruitt.
Thank you. And also a big thank you to Dan Morrison for hooking us up with the television and with the sound in here and the venues. Thank you, Dan Morrison. We have a little story here called Bedtime Story. Bedtime Story, read it for bed. This is going to be published in Out of the Gutter Online, the online magazine that Tom Pitts and Joe Clifford put out. So here goes, Bedtime Story. There's but a sliver of light in the hallway, and you frown because she was long ago told to turn it off. But that frown melts away quickly because you love her and everything that makes her what she is, and more likely, what she will be. So softly you open the door and mind a little creak in the hinge, and when it makes her look up, see you, and smile. Mommy, she says. Honey, you say, you're supposed to be asleep. Why is your light still on? I can't sleep, she says. I'm scared. There's nothing to be afraid of, you tell her. I'm afraid of Big Jack Carroll. She whispers the name as if there were more than 2 of you in the house. You only take a half breath. What? How do you know about Jack Carroll, honey? I hear you and Daddy talking, she says. They talk about him everywhere. At school. Is it true Big Jack Carroll killed Susie Egan's daddy? You hold on to that half breath for dear life. Children will talk. Hide what you will, they will find it. For years, you have secreted Christmas presents around the house, always in a new spot. And ain't she ferreted them out each and every time? How can this time be different? Mr. Carroll is a sick man, sweetie. You say it as you bring the covers up tighter around the bottom of her chin, as if the blanket were made of chainmail or chicken soup. He is not well. They say he's mad because his little boy died. Is that right, Mommy? He's very upset, you say. But that don't make it right, what he's doing. No matter what they say on the news, you want to tell her. You want to tell her that all those people protesting outside the courthouse and the state capitol and the job sites popping up around the county, all those people are just as sick as Mr. Carroll, and no matter how bad a hand he'd been dealt, there still existed 10 commandments and a Bill of Rights and a golden rule, all of whom still heralded to the heavens, thou shalt not kill. That Mr. Jack Carroll was a nut, an environmental wing nut, the type of guy that 2 of you would have laughed at on the news or a 1-hour drama on television when he tied himself to a tree about to get cut down or a bulldozer about to raise a copse of withered pines. The kind of guy who made more than enough noise when he didn't have a job, but Mr. Carroll, he had a job. He worked at the school until he got fired for bringing his politics into the building, then lost it after his little boy... Why are you crying, Mommy? You can still see Mr. Carroll holding the signs, that look of mad desperation on his face, the pictures of his boy now missing teeth, missing hair, the pictures of flames shooting from the taps and faucets and wells around the county, the vitriol and vengeance he spouted as his boy grew sicker and sicker, as if he spent less time pointing fingers and more time tending to his own family. But you can't blame him. The horror he must have endured watching his boy die slowly in front of him. You can't imagine. But still, it's no excuse. Bill Egan, Susie's father, they found him in the office trailer up at the job site of Highway 42. It, being the first murder, had a spin of mystery about it, but everybody knew who'd done it. Jack Carroll was far less cryptic about the next one. The lawyer found shot to death in his car at the parking garage downtown. Or the representative sent down by the energy company, the man who helped all those families negotiate the mineral rights, helped them get the most money for their land. They were still looking for his head. There are things you can't tell your daughter. Instead, you focus on the things you can tell her. Mr. Carroll won't be coming here, sweetie. Is that why we put in all those alarms? You brush away the hair, a lock of golden hair from her forehead. You pick away a strand from her cheek. We put those in to keep you safe. From Mr. Carroll? From everything. Lance had them installed not after the 3 lawyers that were found dead near their hydraulic equipment, but after the pair of lawyers that weren't found. Those 2 sent down from the corporate offices that were last known to have checked into the hotel downtown, but then mysteriously vanished from the face of the planet. How every law enforcement agency from here to Washington sent resources, yet still nothing. You've never seen him so badly. He's not so stupid to come after a senator, your husband told you over and over. But still, the next day he had bars fitted into the windows and bought each of you a gun. With your daughter, you have a little more room to negotiate. How about I leave open the door, you reason, just a little, and leave on the light, and leave on the light. She smiles sweetly and closes her eyes. She makes like she's sleeping, but you know better. You wrap the blanket around her even tighter, then kiss her forehead. Then you kiss it again for good measure. And once outside her bedroom door, you reach into the pocket of your robe and hold fast to the tiny revolver, feeling warmer, knowing that it's there. You double check the alarms, then check them yet again, and you inspect each lock one more time. You take vigil on your ottoman, the one facing the door. 3 nights in a row now, fresh pot of coffee, 8 rounds loaded, ready to go. For you, you ain't like Mr. Jack Carroll. You're gonna stop at nothing to protect your child.